Welcome to the Creative Blog Podcast. This is hosted by Favor and Rema.
Yeah. Hi.
So it's your everyday podcast about AI, about marketing, about business, and about branding. So it's almost like a one-stop shop for business owners, creatives as well, to get what's new, business ideas and innovation. Marketing terms will be thrown about here and there, but don't worry, we get to technical. Is subscribe. I'm just saying this early. You want to actually subscribe. Everybody who subscribed, the first 10 subscribers will be giving them MacBooks. Just joking.
All of you guys, that's problem.
We're giving them MacBooks.
I mean, I can afford it.
Yeah, we're giving them Mac books.
Mac
Two different
books.
Mac
M-A-R-K
books. We'll mark your books. All right, so I think we can just get into it, Rema.
Okay, so we had earlier talked about something a couple of weeks ago, and I think it's only best to even start from there because it's actually what is happening now in our present world. So I think I should even ask the question this way. There's this thing now they are saying AI pandemic something. My guy, it's a lot because the whole AI thing is, there's a revolution with AI, but there's also the misconception and the misuse of artificial intelligence. Last week I saw it took all of my patience and my creative self-esteem to rest in the fact that I could still actually try to design one or two things properly and not having to throw all of them into an AI prompt and AI will just generate one rubbish for you. So
so when people talk about the AI pandemic, I'm like a big proponent in using AI, using it to actually upscale, manage your business and all that. I support that 100%, to be honest. I'm not one of those people that are don't use AI. I know I'm a branding specialist and all that, but I'm not telling businesses don't use AI in your flyer design. Go ahead and use it. It's just killing your identity, but go ahead and use it if you want to do that. I don't know, I'm not people that's telling people what to do. And to be honest, I've never been really happier to be a designer than right now. And a lot of designers are afraid that, AI is going to take your job and AI is going to do this and do that. But I'm more kind of in a place where I'm go ahead. Okay, so something happened recently, to me. I got a call from a friend, we've been a friend, he's in the UK. So I was help me do this logo. My wife is starting a brand. We had one before, but we're changing the name or changing things up and all that. I was okay, this is what I charge. I was no, that's too much. And that was because I had undercharged him before. For the last 2 logos that I designed for him, I had undercharged him. It's almost like this is now coming to bite me back, right now. And he's no, that's too much. Why? I can't afford that. So I was oh, what's your budget? And he ghosted me for a day or two. And then he just came back and said, you know what, don't worry, I later used AI to do that.
Did you ask for the design?
No, I was cool. I think that was an eye-opener to me. Why is an eye-opener to me? It's not because he was able to do that with AI, but it was that so many people are comfortable using AI, to do designs right now. I'm telling you this because immediately he said that, I was I wasn't feeling sad. I was feeling empowered in a way because I know that a year from now, he would want me to redesign that logo. I'm too sure about it. Yeah. You know why? He'll be too plain. If he ever wants the business to go up, he would need me to redesign the logo. And by then, I would be times 10 of what I price right now. Yeah. So it's really empowering. And it kind of empowered me to think, I should be charging 10 times more. Because what I do is so valuable now that if everybody is like this, my friend, who is really tech savvy, to start with, if every other business owner who is not as tech savvy as this guy thinks like this, it means that in the next year we'll have garbage. And my services would be needed the more because I'm not just designing a logo. So most people think that a logo, a brand is just something really beautiful, which is what ChatGPT will give you, but they do not actually take time to think about the constraints of designing. What's the best fit for the brand? What's the best approach to the logo design? People don't know that there are even different types of logos right? Like there's a
Yeah.
word mark, there's all that, right? And nobody's
Even
thinking
I
about
don't
that.
know. Like,
Now,
I
so
mean, I know
nobody's
I have
thinking
an
about that.
idea, but then
But
not.
yeah, do you get so nobody's actually thinking about like all the constraints you have to think over. Like when I say, oh, it's going to take me 10 days, you think I'm just sitting down and I'm chilling like, oh, 10 days. No, is that I'm researching like what actually would be the best fit for this, because the idea is not to design something beautiful, it's to design something that works. So I don't want to come back.
Mm,
So when I'm actually having a conversation with people, I'm not having a conversation or of what would you like? Is it blue or black? No, I'm having a conversation. What are your business goals? Like,
mm,
where would you want to be in the next 10 years? So we can design something for the future and for now. So it's kind of touching one of the rules I used to design. It's by he's like the father of industrial design. His name is Raymond Loewy. He
mm,
uses a principle called Maya, MAYA. So it's most advanced yet acceptable.
mm,
So it's so when you're designing a logo, the idea is to take the most acceptable thing in that space and then advance it just a little bit.
mm.
Because if your designs are too advanced, you would be set up for the future, but you're not set up for now.
For the present, yeah.
And if it's just acceptable, you're set up for now, but you're not set up for the future. So it's finding a middle ground. And he came up with really good designs like the Shell logo, the
Mm,
Shell logo that like the oil company
mm,
Shell. He designed that logo more than 50 years ago, and yet it's still like relevant today. He died like 30 something years ago, yet his designs still live on. He designed, that Coke bottle,
mm,
what we call in Nigeria Orobo. He's the one
mm,
that designed that bottle, the idea of the bottle. He designed the vending machine. He went ahead of time, but yet he designed something that could be used in a moment. Because if you design something that is too far, it cannot actually be designed in your lifetime. Speaking about, I don't know if you know him, Leonardo da Vinci. That's the
yeah,
guy
yeah,
who
I do.
did Mona Lisa. He's the one that came up with the first ideas for. He kind of came up with like the raw concept for flight. He came up with like the concept of flight, but it was too advanced in his own time to come up with it. So when the Wright brothers now wanted to come up with it, they went back to like his sketches, his
Sketches, yeah.
ideas. They were able to now come off those sketches that he did and now create like a more advanced version of what he did. He was one that created the rock concepts, but I know that in his time he was maybe considered crazy for doing that.
Mm,
Do you get it? So he was celebrated after that, like concept to be celebrated after his death. So he never got to experience it because it was just too advanced. So like kind of bringing it back to the point of AI, like AI cannot have all these thinking patterns
mm.
because you did not put it in it. And it's because you don't even know what you're looking for.
Because because when I used to think it was just a logo, like just a logo, but then like almost immediately I started to venture into the creative space, and then I realized that it wasn't just about the logo. There's the concept of actually designing something
Yeah.
that should outlive even you that owns the business.
Yep.
So the person now comes and says, "Hi, I want to do the design logo for my food business," and then you're giving the person. So the there's the PNG format of the logo. There's the one that should stay on the t-shirt. All those kind of things. So there's
Yeah.
all of those nitty gritties inside the logo design, and you ask the person, "So what kind of colors do you want for your logo?" Like they don't know, like they have no idea, and then they carry everything and they go to Chat GPT or maybe one very
Exactly.
wonderful AI, and they just post it in there. And the AI will just give you. So the AI will just give you what you prompt it. Now, I'm not saying that you should throw away the idea that AI is. AI will not take anybody's job, no doubt.
No.
It will not do it.
No.
But then the thing is, the idea that people are having, which is why I said it's a pandemic, is AI is going to take our jobs. AI is going to knock a lot of, because at the initial state of social media marketing, digital marketing, and all of this, we didn't know that AI was even there. And then AI just came to the picture, and then we started to wonder. As a couple of my friends said, "Oh, more, we'll not be able to run ads again. Oh, we have closed our market. Oh, there's nothing that's very AI have closed everything. People will now require AI to run
Mhm.
their ads for them." And I said, I spoke to a friend of mine and said, "Yeah, calm down. Artificial intelligence can maybe give you where to send these adverts to, or maybe where to target, but there is the concept of you imagining why a person should buy a chair,
Do you get it now? Exactly.
why a person should buy
Exactly.
this particular type of chair, why? Because artificial intelligence is not a person, it's more like a body of knowledge, combined knowledge of plenty people around the world, or maybe a series of plenty coding, but then it will not be able to understand the customer persona or the brand personality.
Mm-hmm.
It can only try. So that's why I said there has to be a balance between these things, because if you say um AI is going to take your job, so what happens to AI will not take my job if I understand how to use it for my brand or for
Exactly.
my business. Because if you can prompt, AI will be your best friend.
So I think when it even comes to prompting as well, like I think AI is just as smart as its user.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I
She
agree.
get like, so have you ever done something with AI, right? Like AI gave you one feedback and you're like, what the
I
heavens
have
is
done.
this?
See,
You're like, are you okay?
there was a day I just came, I just prompted one thing. I mean, I hadn't done known better prompting, but I just did it. And then I was like, what's this nonsense?
Yeah,
Like,
like
what's this?
GK. And just imagine you are doing that for like a client, like marketing, right? Like you're doing it for a client. I'm like, what's really going on here? Like, you know it's bad. Why do you know it's bad?
Because you have brain, for crying out loud.
No, it's not because you have brain. It's because you know what is good. Do you get? You know what is bad because you know what is good.
Hmm.
Most of the clients who are using AI, they don't know what is good because they have not done marketing before.
Hmm.
Like, they don't know the nitty gritties of marketing. Okay, do you know what? I think we should do something. I think you're way more vast in the marketing space than I. Kind of slightly more vast in the branding space than
Hmm.
you. Are you a big reader? Like, do you read a lot, like marketing in terms of like courses, all
Yeah,
those kind
it
of things?
depends on what I'm
Okay,
reading.
I want to just mention 5 books you've read. I would start. I'll mention like 5 book or 5 courses I've taken for branding. You
This
mention.
guy wants to punish
No, 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 no.
me.
You mentioned just
I mean,
5 book
if
or
you are saying
courses.
like courses, maybe.
Courses. No, courses. Number one, I've read White Space Not Your Enemy. I've read Austin Kleon's How to Steal Like an Artist. I've read Team of One. I've read Typography by this woman. It was written in 1998. No, I think I read the revised 2001. Um, I've read. Oh, I'm trying to just call books. I don't want to call courses.
Hmm.
I just want to call books for now. I read Austin Kleon Show Your Work, but maybe I will not categorize that as a design book. Um, I've read This is Marketing, Seth Godin. Oh, that's
Hmm.
marketing.
Yeah,
Um,
there's this one I think, How to
this
Sell
this
Like Crazy.
eh?
How to Sell Like
How to
Crazy.
Sell Like Crazy is also like, I think that's kind of more marketing. Like, I'm trying to call books. Okay,
Hmm.
number 5, I've read Pitch Without Winning Manifesto. So like this like I've read a whole lot of books. I've taken more courses. I've listened to more podcasts. Oh my god, I've consumed maybe like 60 hours of Christo on creativity. I've scrubbed off the internet of, I don't know if you know Backwet. It's
Hmm.
this creative genius guy who's like an artist. Also, I've just listened to a ton of creative podcasts. How long did it take you to actually consume all this content and actually put them into practice? Maybe slightly 5 years to 10 years. There are mistakes that I've made. Now, before I even go into there, I want you to mention just 5 courses that you have taken.
Okay,
Just
so
five.
if I were to, okay, so at the initial stage of my starting social media, I did
Mm-hmm.
there's this course on Google. I
Ooh, you did?
actually recommend it for you. It's very, very basic, but in its simplicity, there are a few things that you will learn if you want to do. So it's called Fundamentals of Digital Marketing. Like the basic thing you need to learn for digital marketing. So there's that. And then there is also there's a set of like 6 courses. It's like a compendium. So
Oh,
six
yeah, yeah, yeah.
inside a
Like a
Google
holistic
a
course.
Google
Yeah.
card. So there's the Google Analytics, and so there's this is a marketing course. So there's Google Analytics, there's the Google Ads, there's how ad mob works. There's that, and then I used to spend most of my time watching. I've forgotten their name. They call themselves School of, I don't know whether School of Marketing. One thing is, shout on YouTube, they had a
Mm-hmm.
course like before. So I spend most of my time watching their stuff. For hard copy books, I think there's the Laws of Marketing.
Ooh.
There's
Yeah, I know the laws of marketing.
How to Sell Like Crazy. I think you
Mm-hmm.
recommended the book for me one time.
Yeah.
And then
This is marketing set,
there's
Gordon.
this one. I think I don't know if it's a marketing book. Think like a CEO or so. I don't know if it's a marketing book, but then
Interesting. Yeah.
it's but basically. So these are some courses I did. I also did. I think I did one on Coursera too for understanding adverts, like running ads, Meta ads, Google ads, YouTube
Mm-hmm.
ads. So So they had it on Coursera as well. I did all of this.
Okay, I think one book I recommend to anybody who wants to get into the business of like branding, marketing, communications generally is Influence by Dr. Caldini. Pretty really good book.
Mm.
Like it's the best. I think Alex Omozi talks
Alex
about like
Omondi,
the book.
why they not mention him?
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, I know him too. Before you would think I know them, I didn't very well. I
I
watch his
I
videos.
sleep on Alex Omozi's page, but he also said it. I read that book and it was, oh my god, mind blowing. It's kind of about marketing. Now, I just put this to bring something into context. The AI platform, right, has all of this information we just spoke about,
Yeah.
right? And more. I mean, has everything, it has the knowledge of every single thing. It's kind of what Jim Rohn says about books. So there are a lot of books. In fact, I think the amount of books that are currently in the world, you need like maybe 5 million lifetimes to actually go through all of them, right? I mean, the amount of books that are actually in the world right now, not the ones that they will still write. You need like,
Maybe like 4 or 15
the
lifetimes.
lifetime is voluminous. You need like, like, and you just reading
You have to
everything.
really love to read.
Do you understand, to be able to
consume
skim
that
through it?
much.
I say this to say that there's just a lot of information out there. First thing is, does AI know the difference between good and bad information?
It's
There are
just
some
information
books.
to them, I think.
Eh?
I think it's just information to
It's just information.
just more.
There are some books you read on market, you'll be like, this crap.
Mm.
You'll be like, this rubbish. There are some videos you watch and you'll be like, this guy doesn't know what he's saying.
I'm telling you.
Like, you'll be like, this guy doesn't know what he's saying. I bring this to say, we have specialized knowledge because we curated the kind of books we read. You have specialized knowledge in marketing because you curated the kind of books you read. If you put a prompt into a ChatGPT and you say, create me a marketing campaign. I want to do 50%. No, in fact, you just say, create me, how can I make more sales? Create me a marketing campaign.
I mean, it will give you stuff.
It will give you stuff.
Yes.
Well, how do you know the stuff is good? You know it's good because you have specialized knowledge.
Yeah.
So when you see something, do you know that what you know, it's not just because of it's not because you're too smart or you're naturally born with it. No, it's a curated knowledge that you've gathered over time and you gathered more through experience. You know what works and what does not. So when you see something, you see like 50%, your brain automatically flags, this is rubbish.
Yeah.
This won't work. Do you get what I mean?
So in my journey to becoming a digital marketing specialist or marketing executive, as it were, or social media, so I bought a lot of courses. Like I just see fundamentals of marketing, anything, I'll buy it. One day, so I was having issues with one of my ads I was running because it wasn't converting. So, and I said, what's happening? I mean, I have the knowledge. I know I did this thing. I have these certifications like I said, so why is this ad not converting? And then the company at that time was saying, your ads are not converting. If I pay you, I said, calm down with me. I'm still in the process. So I just bought this course. I saw it. The guy said, you will make it in marketing, Facebook if you buy this course. You know how we
course sellers crazy.
Don't worry, my course is coming. You buy it.
Oh my god.
So, yeah. So I bought the course, and then I watched the video. It was a couple of videos, I think. So I watched all of them, and it got to the point where he started to speak about where I was having the issue. And then I realized that after I watched that course, I said, I know everything this guy said. He did not say one thing that I did not know. He did not say one thing that I have not applied. And I said, damn it, why did you buy this course? It was useless.
Yep.
But I had bought it. And then I know that no knowledge is a waste. So I said, I bought the course, I want it. Anyhow it is, maybe I started small thing.
Yeah, to
want
your
to
knowledge.
know.
Yeah.
Then I realized that there was no need to buy that course because the person, there was nothing inside it. Like it was just, I felt like the person even just compiled one thing from somewhere and maybe collected courses from me and just
he knows nothing as well.
So he knows nothing as well. Even if he knew not as much as I did.
Yeah.
Because I was checking but then it was just amassed information that I've gathered anyways. So I did this thing for a while. So there's no how you buy course here that you will not gather that collective information that you'll be able to now tell. So if you prompt something and then the thing gives you an answer, you're wondering, okay, this thing, I mean, like if I prompt
Yeah.
artificial intelligence now, I can still tell that this thing that you're giving me now will not fly.
Exactly. Then you know how to say adjust. People, business owners who just use ChatGPT, it's like you buying that course, waiting for it to solve your problem. It never did. Because you needed to actually, I don't know if you get, so it's like, this thing is like the solution. Give me like 25 ways to make $5 million with that. That kind of how we prompt AI. We're trying to cut out like the middle guy. Oh, why should I pay this guy this amount of money?
I've seen someone that runs a business. I don't know. I think I stumbled upon. Okay, I was passing by and then he was prompting AI. So he's the social media person.
Mm-hmm.
He's the designer.
Mm-hmm.
He's the CEO. I mean, he's everything in the business now. And then you now come to ChatGPT and say, I want 5 content templates. I want this. I want that. I want this. I want that. Full stop. Give me. Generate. And then AI will generate for you.
Of course.
But there's a more structured way to prompt these things. For if you're a business owner, you're a creative, or you own a business, or you're running one franchise in quotes. I think it's very essential that you understand basic promptings for these artificial intelligence stuff, because you could actually prompt something and then it's not work, and then you now probably now do when you prompt the artificial intelligence and then you thing does give you that thing, you just carry it like that and put on the internet space, which now brings us back to the initial thing I said. The pandemic thing is real because I've seen flyers that okay, I was just coming into the podcast this evening. I saw one flyer. It was like a banner, and the moment I saw it, I just said, if it was this thing, this thing is AI. You would just know.
See, I think if it's online, if like the flyer is online, I could be like, okay, that's good. But you print it, you wasted your money. Went to the printing guy, you print it.
Billboard.
Yeah.
Billboard.
You paid for a billboard and you printed an AI on it. Like how crazy could you be? Anyways, I think let's move the conversation along to how businesses, like how do you feel like businesses and creatives should actually integrate AI? So I think we spend time talking about why they shouldn't. I think we should talk about like how can they actually integrate AI into like what they do.
Well, so if it's in the marketing space, so a couple of things have been made easy now. Unlike when we started learning social media and all these things. Now there's AI. A business owner now maybe starts a business randomly and then needs to do proper marketing, and you don't have the blueprint of how they should go, and then maybe you now get to look for maybe a marketing specialist, and the marketing specialist is maybe upcoming. You know what I mean by upcoming now? You never told body. So, and then you as the CEO maybe I might have wealth of knowledge, and then you now tell the marketing specialist to maybe look into learning how AI can help assist your business as well. So, and then the person now starts to do the research. So in the structure of your business, it should not be that you're depending on AI for your business.
So I think like let's take like a classic scenario. So let's say I have a friend, right? She owns a food business. Right? Her name is Ife's Kitchen. Why am I using Ife's Kitchen? No. It's not Ife's Kitchen. Let's use AB's Kitchen.
AB's Kitchen.
What Ife Kitchen shoots me. Okay, so she has Ife's Kitchen. She has 2 staff. She has she has like a someone she used to pay for marketing, right? She has 2 people who work with her on the side. She's upcoming, and she does deliveries. This person was doing it like traditionally and wants to do it like the right way.
Okay.
Integrating it. How would you see like from a marketing perspective? I think I'll speak like from a branding perspective. How would you see from a marketing perspective?
Well, from a marketing perspective, before even integrating AI, if she does a business, food business, as you say, and she has like 2 staffs, and
2 staffs who help her run like the cooking and then packaging, and then 1 person who is handling like orders, posting on socials.
And then a delivery guy,
delivery guy,
so that's 4. So basically, now, if she wanted to move from traditional marketing, which is maybe people walking by her shop and then now sees her business, So there is the without having to integrate AI first, you need to digitalize the business. Like
No, she's already doing like the person who's taking orders is also posting content.
okay, so now they've done the
Mhm.
content part. So now we now need to maybe let's say case study they want to run ads. Maybe they need more customers, obviously. They need
Mhm.
more people to buy the food, and they need more. We need more people to know that she sells food business,
Yeah.
right? Now, in I'll say the offside. The offside can be okay. They wake up one morning and then look for one video editing software that has AI. Then they will now create. They will now create. Give me two people cooking rice and stew, and then that has AI voice inside it. I want to cook. You know how this AI voice thing sound. I mean, I will know that it is AI.
True.
What happened to the two people inside your shop? Like I will know. So I feel like people would appreciate the originality in your content. So if you were to integrate AI in your business, so and then maybe you want to run ads, obviously. So because I like to speak about ad because not like I don't like organic marketing, but the reason why I speak about ad most of the time is because some people have overlooked it and we now
Mm.
depend on maybe influencer marketing or the other forms of marketing. But then paid marketing is actually marketing. So and then they want to run ads. Obviously, maybe the person that's posting this stuff can now maybe so we need data from the business. We need data from the business. So maybe they've been doing it for a while, of course, as you said. And then we'll now check the data to say, okay, where are the people that are getting this stuff coming from? Like this is just basic data,
Ooh.
not very vast
So
data.
like creating like a user portfolio or
Yes. So
something.
if the greater number of people are coming from a certain district, you'll now know that okay, when I'm running this ad, I'm coming to ChatGPT and I'm saying, create for me a structured ad platform, ad campaign
When you
that will
insert the
run.
ICP.
So that will run with this information. Okay, I have customers that are coming from Lagos. I have customers that are ordering my stuff within this certain particular area in Lagos, and so I want to run ads to these people and you create for me the I already have the video I want to post already. So the video I want to run the ads on, but you will now create a caption that would complement my video.
Mhm.
I made the video, right? So you create a caption that complement my video and then would
So like would the video be AI?
no, the video will not be AI because the video will be self-generated by you. You're the one that's cooking now.
Yeah.
Because if I see an AI cooking for me, well, I will not want to buy. You get
How do I know it's real food?
so that is real food. So
Chicken.
so I have the video created already. So integrate your captions with this video, and then also now this is the part where most people miss. So when you're prompting AI, you can actually prompt the AI to critique what you're doing.
Ooh.
Like so, you can actually say to critique what this video now I'm giving you. If after you provided me the caption I will use for the marketing campaign, then go ahead and critique the video to let me know what I can adjust in the video that will get more people to buy. Knowing that I have given you the information earlier that the people that are coming to buy are from this location and I
Ooh.
want more people to come,
Yeah.
right? So now this is just on one side. But then there is the part of checking you as a person. I mean, how many customer reviews have you heard that this food is sweet, that kind of thing. So people are also looking for that kind of information.
Mhm.
So when you've done all of these things and then ChatGPT provides you with that campaign structure, now the AI will not run the ad for you,
Yeah.
obviously. They will not run it for you. You're the one that's running it yourself. So what it just does is to give you maybe um tiny places where you can adjust in your advert placement and then you now start the ad proper yourself. Now if you cannot run ads for yourself, then you now have to now maybe look for you now have to now do a different prompt to it by saying I need different courses on adverts I can watch quickly.
Ooh. That's actually a good
I can
idea.
watch quickly to be able to run this ad for the next 30 days. Now you might not learn everything in that 30 days, but because you're running an ad for 30 days, you are able to observe a series of chain that is helping you learn. Oh, okay, the people that are contacting me are from South Sokoto, and my food business is not interstate, it's just here in Lagos. So you
Mm-hmm.
now know what it is you need to adjust. This is one way out of a billion ways you can do it.
Whoa. I think that that part of like saying the course idea.
Mm.
That's how can I actually like do this better?
Mm.
Yeah, I think AI does a really good job in creating like a learning plan for you.
They will create a perfect plan for you.
My God, did so I use it all the time to create like learning paths for myself. I know I have like this fundamental belief, and I speak about this like every time when I'm posting like on my story or something. I say there's nothing that you can learn for free right now as it stands. There's so much information.
I made a content about this too. I remember I even tagged you.
Because I talk about it already. Yeah. So I said it's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. If you're watching this podcast, there's nothing you can learn for free. You don't need to pay to start learning right now. The only problem that we have is that there is no guided curriculum.
Mm.
Like
It's not like anybody's telling you when you come tomorrow morning, you submit.
this is what you should do. This is what you should do. Like, in school, they have a curriculum that's math 102. And then in math 102, these are the things you learn. Then when you go to math 201, these are the things you learn. When you go to math 3, so it just gets, it keeps getting like more difficult and all that. Now, when we're learning, sometimes we're like watching advanced stuff when we've not even learned the basics. So that's why the advanced one, you feel like that guy's teaching, that video is trash. It's because you never actually learned the basics. So it's like when I'm telling somebody about design, they're, oh, I want to learn how to design. I'm like, this is what you should read first. Of course, nobody ever does it because people are lazy these days. But there's like a structure to learn design. First, you need to learn the principles. Most people like are running towards learning maybe, oh, how do I do some mad-ass photo manipulation? And that's how I'm putting it in this and that. No, like the basics of design is down to the principles, and design has principles. You need to actually learn the rules. So
Everything has principles.
it has principles. It has like the guiding principles. So it's like in design, you need to learn the principles of design, which is hierarchy, balance. So when I say this to people now, people don't even know what I'm talking about. That's why if ChatGPT gives you a bad design, you won't even know because you don't know what hierarchy is, you don't know what balance is, you don't know what contrast is.
You think it's just fine.
You think it's just fine. You're like, hey, it's fine, but it doesn't work. And it's because there's no balance, there's no contrast, there's no hierarchy. They're not thinking about like the guiding principles that actually guide design. So I think my answer to like what I asked in terms of like how businesses. So if I was the social media manager of AB's Kitchen, in case you're a business and you don't have a social media manager, maybe you should get one. But if you are your social media manager as the owner, since you want to do everything, it's okay. I think what you should do is first off, I heard this quote like a very long time ago, which is the human mind is for creating, not for storing. That's why me personally, when I heard that, I began to like write a lot. So if I like have a creative thought, I write it down because my brain is not for storing the idea, it's for creating it. So it's kind of, and that's why we kind of get bored as creative people with repetitive tasks. So like if you have to reply the same person like over and over again, just imagine someone is asking for chicken. It's always going to be the rice and chicken is going to ask for chicken. Like there's no other thing that's going to ask for how much is it. Like you could almost guess like the basic things. So I think the first thing is to get a conversation chatbot if you're AB's Kitchen, because you're getting orders from this place. People want, and most times when people are like on their phone and you're sending you a message, you're hungry. Nobody's going to send a message that when they're not hungry. So get like a chatbot or something like to reply to the text. So if somebody says, hi, you say hello. Like it's almost like it has like, of course, make it like kind of human.
It takes away a certain form of
repetitiveness.
yes. So because now what is replying the message is not exactly you.
Yes, but it's you.
But it's you. But you can just put those
Make it sound like
you.
So, and I think that's where you should get like maybe like an AI consultant or something to actually make it sound like you. So most people think about chatbots and I think like, is this robotic thing? Bro, chatbots have advanced so much that you can literally make it sound like really human. You can even add filler words. That's how crazy it is. Like you could even have typos if you want. So to feel more human. Yeah.
You make mistakes.
Yes, it could integrate all those little typos. Like you could tell it like have typos here and there. It's crazy. Yeah. Like just think about it. Like
press your neck.
no, just like a chatbot say, yeah. So You would never think that's a chatbot, and you'd have like a delay on it, like it's 5 seconds delay.
Yeah.
If it's like a longer distance, it should take 10 seconds. Like you'd have all those little things that make it actually feel human. But people are reply too fast. You know why?
I should even not do marketing, bro.
You know why?
Change cost.
It's because we don't have patience anymore. With social media, like we're very impatient. Like if you're texting someone, you want like an instant reply. Literally. Like my I was speaking to my like just someone I know though. Like she was chatting somebody up for a wedding dress. Just imagine as huge as a wedding dress is. I thought that you want to take weeks to make. See, she sends the person a message. The person didn't reply in a day. And when the person later replied her, she was like, "Who's this guy?" She didn't reply. She has not bought the wedding dress, but because that person delayed. People, the way people hate delay these days, they like want instant. Like they want, if you're sending a message, I want to get it instantly. So I think you should create a chatbot because there's no human that's always going to be 100%. And the truth is, most people are think, when do you do like your best purchase? It's by like 11 in the night. When you're on Temu.
This guy. I mean, for why?
Yeah. When you're on Temu trying to find like the best cheap things, you know, like cheap deals. You know, wait, it's like it's not. I'm telling you, it's not in this. It's not like the standard business hours. Do you get? You know, okay, let me give you an instance now. Avi's Kitchen. She got an order, or rather, somebody wants to order a food, like just order foods, like surprise his girlfriend, and the person is in the States where Avi's Kitchen works, right? Wants to surprise his girlfriend, but he's in the US. He's like maybe 7 hours behind, like where Avi's Kitchen is, 7 hours behind. So he's like literally on his phone by like 12 in the night, trying to like make this order. So he like places this thing like on a special this thing, and then he sends people a message. And in Nigeria here it's like maybe 6, it's like 7 in the morning. But because people have not woken up and they have not started replying, you don't reply him when he's now sleeping. You are trying to reply the message. So you must have gone to someone else.
Yeah.
But if you had like those off hours, like those odd hours of the night or early in the morning, if you had something to reply, when you wake up, the order is already set. He has paid. He spoke to someone. He doesn't care who he spoke to, but he spoke to someone in Avi's Kitchen. He sent the money across. He's like, you guys, when you wake up, you are waking up to the order.
Yeah, to the order, yeah.
Do you know how cool it would be that when you wake up as a business owner, you're waking up to money? This is the literal definition of money, is like you're making money in your sleep. But think about it. So if I was in his kitchen, that's like what I will use AI to do. Like that's what I will use AI to integrate. Those like little things that are kind of like repetitive, not the creative stuff. Like the repetitive things that anyone can do, you should actually get AI on that. So for instance, in the case of Avi's Kitchen, the whole delivery process. Another thing is sorting. So in the delivery, you know, normally we would make, as humans, we have like this slight percentage of error, no matter how perfect we are, there's this percentage of error. So you could automatically even do that thing that once the message comes in, automatically goes to the rider. So when the rider wakes up, he has like everything in his schedule. So you as the manager, all you're doing is like you're managing, you're just looking at like the spreadsheet. The delivery guy has gotten the message, like automate sending messages. One last thing I think I would like automate is sort of like data reactivation.
I was going to say, well, not this though, but I was going to say, without, I don't know if it's the same thing. I was going to say data collection.
Yeah.
To collect data.
First off, you need to collect data. Before reactivation. Yeah, you're right. So somebody's sending a message and it says, oh, my name is, like, of course, when he's ordering or you guys name, oh, my name is Frank, my name is whatever. Oh, where do you stay? Like, you know, the AI could just be subtle to collect the information. Now, automatically, you set the chatbot to register that person as a contact. So now inside like your CRM platform or wherever, like you have this person as a contact. So you have collected the person's data. You know the kind of person. Do you understand? You know the kind of persons who, and I think it also helps with ads because when you can even put it back into a chatbot and say, analyze my ICP from like these last 50 clients I've got to like analyze my ideal customer profile.
You could even do okay, a couple of people have reached out. So if you now take data from the point of maybe the data is coming from how many people came to buy from my business
Mhm.
through this particular social media platform,
Mhm.
Instagram,
Yeah.
TikTok, Facebook.
Mhm.
So if there's something like that that's giving you that data, so you know that okay, this particular people came from Instagram, this one came from my website, this one came
Yeah.
from here.
Yeah.
So
You know exactly
you know
where.
where exactly these people are. So you're now saying, okay, okay, I need to reach these kind of people or people that have interacted with my
Ooh.
business in the past 90 days. Those that did not buy,
Yeah.
those that bought, those that just saw it and said,
Yeah.
this is not fine, no, and swipe it. Whoever they
Ooh.
were and wherever they were, whatever they were doing at that time and they saw you, you can
Right.
target to that point.
And you know, you could even have like a unified conversation stuff. So, like, I created this thing like some time back where, like, it's a unified um, chat system such that everything, whether it's from your website
Mm.
or it's from Instagram or it's for Facebook, it has a central brain.
Mm.
Do you get? So if it has a central brain, which means there's recording centrally, so you know exactly where it's coming from: Instagram, WhatsApp,
Wow.
website. Do you understand?
Mm.
Like, so you know where all the data is coming from. And another thing I think they can automate is feedback and
Feedback,
reviews.
feedback and reviews, yeah.
Do you get? Okay,
Testimonials.
testimonials. I bought this thing from Gourmet. So I bought Gourmet banana bread. I bought their banana bread, like just the classic. I bought like 4 flavors, and then they sent it across.
Mm.
I went back, like I traveled. I think it was like 2 weeks later or so, or about 3 weeks. Then I saw a message. I think maybe almost a month. I saw a message from them, which is, "Oh, would love to hear about your experience."
Hmm. After you've
But
bought that stuff.
yeah, but I was like, this is so great, but it came late. How do I remember my experience 1 month after? Think about it. It's like an edible product. As I mean, it was something I still use, and you reach out to me like 1 month. That would make sense. But I've eaten it. I've even forgotten how the bread tastes like. 1 month. I was like, this is so nice, but timing is off.
Mm.
Now, they sent me a message, like, and so they kept me in like their CRM system. So they keep sending me like marketing messages. Great. But like that affects the experience. I'm sure it was maybe an oversight from a guy. Maybe the guy just, do you get like, he forgot. Maybe he forgot and he was like, oh, we're supposed to send like this message out. I said, oh, delay is not denial. Let me send it now. But if you had like an AI to do that, you would never forget because this is like recurrent. Whether the person has a good or bad experience, they want a review. So if 24 hours, you can set it like automate the process that 24 hours after this is delivered, send this person a message. Or it could even be 6 hours. Because it's food. So I think first you need to know the industry, like what industry you're working. So we're analyzing AB's kitchen. It needs to be, this is food. So
Yeah.
6 hours after delivery is done, send a message across and say, oh, would love to know how your experience was.
Yeah.
Do you get, like, would love to know how your experience was. And then like they send you the message. Just think about first off like the customer satisfaction that comes with that. Even if the person had a bad experience in the meal, the person will be like, was nice, but then the person feels heard. I was telling someone that I recommended for a job. I said, when it comes to clients generally, no matter what you do, whether you're delivering a service or delivering a product, what people just want to be is they want to feel heard. If they didn't like the experience, they want to feel heard. If they loved the experience, they also want to feel heard. Like, chicken, like, especially when they don't even like the experience, they just want to feel heard. If somebody goes to complain to the managers because they just want the manager to tell them, in fact, sometimes they want to argue, but then the manager just come and say, do you know what? Yeah, wow, sorry to hear about that experience. People will be like, oh,
They'll just calm
they'll
down.
just come. Why? They just want to feel heard. People just want to create a scene because they want to feel heard. They want to vent them. So when you're reaching out like with those automated messages, like, hey, I just want to know, how did you enjoy your meal?
And it even goes down to the point of calling them by their name.
Yes.
You know, that's one thing ad does I like to.
Yeah.
So if,
Because you can set the AI, because they're seeing that's a
Yeah.
contact, the AI can actually put in their name. Hey, Frank, how did you enjoy the meal? It's crazy.
just in case you don't like it,
Yes.
you can try again or something. Yeah.
And you know the funny part? Do you know how we used to do it before? I think we do it in bulk. Like we do like bulk SMSs before, bulk.
Yeah,
and it can never be personalized
Yes,
because it's bulk.
It's bulk.
Do you get? It could just never be personalized because it's bulk. So that red light should be showing. Okay. So we used to do bulk before, like we just send, and but it was hard to like personalize the messages when I could do bulk messages. It's hard to personalize that. So I think that's where AI comes in, like helps with like personalization of the messages, just like you were
Mm.
saying about. And then the last thing you can do is like data reactivation. Like what I mean by reactivation is getting your previous client. I think ads are great.
Mm.
Also, where you can get source a great source of a great source of business is people that have actually bought from you before.
Mm.
Like just reaching out to clients that have actually done like bought from you before. Like gourmet, they always reach out to me. They're like, oh hey, whatever. So anytime I'm in Lagos, of course I'll get banana bread. It's
Mm.
great. But if it was personalized, if like the reach out was personalized, it would have been greater. Just imagine like hi favor, it's been a while, or just say hi favor. We're having like a we just launched a new flavor. Would you like to
Mm.
have a taste?
Sure.
Crazy.
Sounds really personal.
Wait, it sounds
I
really
want to buy again.
Do you get?
Of course, God is good. There's a bread.
Please, there's a word.
Just bring it to wherever I am. Yeah. So that's like a structure on how businesses and AI should work with themselves.
Yes.
Okay, so just in case you're wondering what, so he mentioned something CRM. So just in case you're wondering what it actually means, it's basically customer relationship management. So companies integrate this particular thing in their structure or marketing or whatever it is, so that they could track customer relationship and find out how customers are relating to what it is they're offering, or how the entire thing, how strategies are being put in place for their businesses or their brand. Then, so let's move on to something that is, I think I'll just ask him because, well, he has asked me too many questions. I don't. Yeah. So the thing is, there is a very there is a prying question in the hearts of so many people. I'm thinking. So, but then it's a question in my mind too, because I would say I'm in the content creation space. We are in the content creation.
Mhm.
So just in case, can't follow him. Follow him out. You see his page somewhere
In the description.
in the description. Just
Share in
follow
the
him.
description. And follow him as well. Has
So
great marketing advice.
yeah. So like I was saying, so the question is, should creatives and businesses integrate AI in content creation as a whole? Like, what do you think?
So if they can integrate AI in content creation, where's my assistant? Are you feeling cold? Oh yeah, like okay, are you feeling cold?
You code, really?
Okay,
Sorry.
I thought you were like begging us to answer the question because she sells those online. Okay, let me use her as a case study. So she has a clothing brand
Mm.
that she sells like very nice shirts and all that. Yeah, she has like she sells really like nice sweaters, shirts. So I think she'll also be thinking, what can I do better in the content creation space? Maybe something you can leverage with like AI.
Mm.
So if you have like an SME and you're thinking, oh, what should I do? Maybe I don't know. I can't pay influencers. I can't pay this. Can't pay that. Right? I think there are certain businesses, for me, I feel can use AI to do like UGC. I'm curious to know what you think about this.
Me?
Yeah, like, well, no, I feel like there's like this ethical ideology we're trying to be, but I do feel like personally that, especially if you're selling like a wearable or something, like
Mm.
could use AI to do like UGC content that sort of feel organic,
Mm.
in a way. Okay, so I was given this. So I saw someone on the street. He like knows me passively, but I see him around and I was like, hey, how far now? I'm looking for a job. I was like, okay, what job do you want? I said, what can you do? I was like, I can do plenty of things. And he was joking, but I was really serious. I was like, what job do you want? And he was serious about, oh, like I'm just looking at he now got serious and I was like, yeah, I know I joke a lot, but I'm actually just looking for a job. I was like, okay, what can you do? He said like he's heavily into the AI space, like the AI video, no, AI photo editing space. Like he edits photos with AI, like creates this. And I was like, okay. So I just told him, do you know what? Just come, like, because I was walking down to my house and I said, do you know, come inside and come and have a seat. And then in like a couple of minutes, we are able to like jumpstart his business in terms of not jumpstart or kind of idealize his business. Although I know that in my mind, 90% of the time, he was not going to do what I said because people want advice, but they don't want to take action on the advice. But so I gave him like a breakdown. I said, if you think about it, what you are doing is B2C, which is you're collecting people and pictures from people, and you're like, okay, I'm going to edit this picture for you, and I'm going to send it to you. So kind of what photographers do, but now it's just people. I said you should think about it from a business standpoint. Now, you can literally integrate AI. Like you could create an image on with AI. You can take someone or something and put it into a different space with AI. I think what you can do is you can help businesses. That is, for instance, you can help a fashion brand. So a brand that is selling, just imagine a brand is selling they make clothes. Now, for them to advertise that clothes, they first need the model or whatever, the person who they are giving the clothes to wear it. Then send them a very good picture of the clothes that was made. I don't know if you get. So, and the chances of getting a very clear picture from a client who you made clothes for is kind of like maybe 50-50 or less than that. So I think the percentage is not your, like, it's not great in your odds because this person may not even be someone who likes taking pictures. Secondly, the person is maybe don't have like the best of environment for you to take pictures, which means that if you make clothes as a person who make clothes or sell clothes, one of the ways you can leverage AI, and this is also to a creator. This like a
It's
good
two things.
market
So
for you. Yeah, it's two sides. It's like good market for you. I told him, do you know what you should do? You are great in the AI photo editing space. What you should do is to pitch to businesses. Go to like the fashion designer, and say, do you know what? I'm going to give you 4 images for 15K. An average photographer would charge like maybe 50K to 70K to do that same thing because he's going to set up lights of that. I said, you in the AI creative AI photo space, you can reach out to the business and say, do you know, your clients are not going to send you the best of image, but I can. Give me this clothes that you have made. Just get me a very good picture with your phone. Send it to me. I'm going to do it. Like I'm going to create this thing in different use cases and send back to you. Do you know why? That's creating UGC. Like somebody has actually won it. Do you get? So it's how you can, I feel like as a business, you're a tailor or you sell clothes, how you can actually integrate that AI into that business is use AI to create like UGC content. The person wearing the clothes, the person using the clothes. Most times I see businesses posting other people's work that have done great. As either a business owner or a creator, you can position yourself to helping SMEs create UGC content. So, as a tailor, you have done a cloth. The guy is not the person that you're sending it to is in one Tanzania or something. Doesn't have a good background, no good lighting. You can take an image of that cloth, put it into an AI chatbot. It gives you a model wearing that cloth, and you can say that's my cloth. But then, one thing is, if you just put it into the chatbot and you say generate, it's not going to generate the best of image for you because you don't know what you're looking for. But whoever is the creator now, the AI creator, if they send that image to you, like what the first thing that everybody who is like going to be into this space needs to learn is you need to train your eye. So I think this is one thing that Chris Do taught me. You need to train your eye. So if as a creative person, that's your greatest asset, your eye. What do creative directors do? People who direct like creatively. Creative directors, what they do is that you pay for their opinion, but they earn better than the person who is actually doing the stuff.
Yeah.
But you pay for their opinion. That's they have nothing to. What you just pay for is their opinion, their eye. So how do you train your eye? Like I showed him how to train his eye. I said go, and this was like just like a 20 minutes like talk. Like I set up the entire business. I said go on Pinterest, look at Louis Vuitton, look at how they like advertise their clothing. Look at Gucci, look at how they advertise their clothing, their bags, whatever. Look at look at Hermes, look at Skim, look at how they advertise their clothing. Now you can take that same idea. I'm not that same concept like the aura, the color grading, everything, and then you can use that the AI generative platform to actually create like an image that suits that. So I don't know if you get, but I'm curious to know your thoughts on that. Like, what do you think about that?
Well, Well, I would, initially I'd said we should find a balance between how AI should work and how we should
Mm-hmm.
work with AI. So I think the businesses that would thrive would be those who think of the whole AI thing um as more like a staff member or a team member that
Mm-hmm.
never gets tired, that works around the clock, and takes care of those repetitive tasks that you spoke about, and then maybe um, do some couple of random stuff that you as the business owner or you as the creative might be able to actually catch. So if I were to say, should businesses and creatives include AI in their content creation? Yes, you should. So it's more like, okay, there's this quote I heard in a movie. I don't know if it's a movie or I just heard it somewhere. Compromise where you can,
Mm.
but where you can't, don't.
But the question is, how do you know where you can?
That's where the concept of your creativity comes in. So this is like a compromise for me. There are times when I've created stuff and I'm tired. I mean, I edit my videos myself. You edit yourself. So, and I know to an extent I can do a proper editing for my video. Sometimes I feel so tired and I don't want to do so much work. And I'm like, is there an AI platform that can actually do all of these things that I want to do by myself for me in? And I just have to just maybe make some adjustment by myself. I mean, I've done the cutting of the video, I've done the merging, I've done every other thing. What is just left is maybe captioning, putting the captions without having to without having to move one here, move one here. So there are AI platforms that could actually help put captions on your videos for you and then to arrange it in such a way that you just make some adjustment to it. So there is that compromise of, I mean, I'm tired. I mean, we're human beings. But then there is something that can actually do this thing for me in, because there are times when you don't have the time to do the major thing. So that's where the compromise of maybe you can now rely on some things from AI to include into your video. This is for maybe a creative that is running social media for a business and then creating for himself. So I'm saying, so you can actually integrate these things, like maybe just for the caption or maybe for a few things. I'm not saying kill your creativity as the person
Yeah.
that is doing it. I'm just saying you can rely on it not as a full-term plan, more like a more like just like me and you now, we're friends. There are times when I do my creative juice have we remain like
Yeah.
2%. I can call you and the next thing you're telling me is, my creative juice it's like I've collected one cup and I'm
Yeah.
giving you and
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
pouring into my
Mm-hmm.
cup and I'm drinking.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like my creativity is dead. It's that he's sleeping or just tired or something. So what I'm just trying to say is that in some cases you could actually implement it include it in your strategy for your business or your brand or your creative or whatever it is. Just find a way to put it. It should not be the forefront of your business, but it should be inside it. Like, find a way to put it inside your content creation stuff. So maybe a case study would be, you're a business owner and then maybe you sell. I'm looking forward to you. So you sell maybe artworks. Yeah. So you sell artworks, and you want more people to see this artwork, and you want people to get them and put them in their homes. So it's possible that you could actually, because you cannot go into everybody's home and video their home and hang the portrait there and video it. This the portrait is hanging in this person's house. They will pursue you. They will say you're a thief. But then so the idea, but then there are AI platforms that could actually generate a room and parlor filled with your artworks.
Ooh. Yeah.
Like, you don't have to go to anybody's house again for that one. Like, the frame is just there. The concept of the curtain, everything is
Yup.
in place with your portrait. And now that's you integrating AI into your
That's
content.
UGC.
You brought the idea.
Yeah.
AI just manifested it for you. Right. So that's a way to bring in artificial intelligence plus your creativity and make it one. So it's more like one in one working together. So that's what I basically think.
Wow.
It's not.
I think that's really
I mean,
insightful.
there are plenty of other things you could do with it, but then this is on top of my head.
Yeah. No. I think so far it's been a good podcast. Yeah. So the Creative Block podcast, this is episode 1,
Yeah.
like our pilot episode. So I think this is where we say like and subscribe. Yeah, I think that's basically it. Let's shake each other and walk off the stage. I think that's how we end every episode.
No.
It's part to be inside. And once again, welcome to the Creative Block.